Reproduction in plants. So what do you mean by reproduction? Reproduction simply means to reproduce. Re means again and produce means to make. So how we are reproducing, that is how we are born from one generation to another generation, how we are born from our parents, how the generation gets on continuous is called as reproduction. So here you can see the definition, that is the production of new individual from their parents is called reproduction. There are various modes of reproduction, as you can see over here. These various modes of reproduction are actually different types of reproduction has been seen, and so here we are going to study various types of reproduction. In class 6 we already studied the different parts of flowering plants, right? And just make a list of it, that what are the part of flowering part, make a list of their function. Let us check how much you remember, right? So just pause the video for 1 or 2 minutes and write it in the notebook. Now, most plants have got root, stem and leaf. These are the three parts: root, stem and leaf. You can say root is over here, stem is on the upper part and leaf is over here, right? Now these are the root, stems and leaves. These are called as vegetative parts. What do you mean by vegetative parts? So which are the vegetative part? Root, stem and leaf. It means after certain period of growth, most plant bear the flower, right? Now flower doesn't come directly. Once a whole plant will grow, after few period of time, after months or after days, according to the plants, they will bear a flower. Once they bear a flower, then these flower give rise to a fruit, right? Actually fruit is made up from flower, right? So this we will study that how it is made. So we studied three things: root, stem and leaf, and after that flower grows and then fruit grows from flower. These are called as vegetative parts, these are called as reproductive parts. Reproductive parts means it takes place in part in reproduction. It is called as reproductive parts. Understood this many things? Now there are several ways by which plant produce their offspring. So there are few words which you may come across for the first time. Offspring, it means a new born thing, right? जो पहली बार grow था, the new born things. So there are two types, sexual and asexual. Asexual means where seeds are not involved. Now where does the seed came from? We only studied 5 part over here now: root, stem, leaf, flower and fruit. Okay, inside the fruit we have got a seed. So if seed is involved, it is called as reproduction, that is sexual reproduction. If seed is not involved, it is called as asexual reproduction, right? So if reproduction occurs from vegetative part, it is asexual, and if it occurs from reproductive part, it is called as sexual reproduction. Now we are going to study first of all about asexual reproduction. So definition itself tells you that asexual reproduction means a new plants which are obtained without seeds, right? So in asexual reproduction, the first is vegetative propagation. So what do you mean by vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation means what? Here the new plant are produced from root, stem, leaves or buds. So new plant is produced from root, stem, leaves or buds. From these many parts the new plants are produced. So one root of one plant will give a rise to a new plant, right? the bud of one plant will give rise to a new plant. Here we don't need a seed for reproduction. Understood? So before doing activity, I would like to highlight the important things which you are supposed to remember. First is what is reproduction. Second is the part of which are the part of the flowers which are vegetative part, and which are the part of the flower which are reproductive part, right? After that, there are two types of reproduction, asexual and sexual. And here, what do you mean by asexual reproduction and what do you mean by sexual reproduction? And in asexual reproduction, the first is vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, you have to learn the definition of it, right? So this many things you are supposed to learn in this page. And the activity, let us see what is shown in this activity. They are showing one method which is called as cutting method. Now what do you mean by this method? If you want to grow a rose at your home, and if at your neighboring the rose is really very good, so if your neighbor just give you a stem of rose, only one stem of rose, right, and if you plant that at your place, then also the whole plant will grow. It simply means that you don't need a seed for growth, you just need a simple stem from your growth, for your growth. So this method is called as cutting method, right? So that is stem cutting of a rose. Even you have seen that the birds develop into the flower, right? uh, you know what is flower bud? Flower bud means before a flower, one small structure develop, it is called as bud. On axil, axil means between leaf and node. See, you can see over here very easily, see it is axil. So it is a leaf part, right, and here it is a stem part. Here one axil will grow, right? So this part, these I have shown highlighted part is axil, right? Here bird will grow, it is the axil part where bird is growing, right? Now these birds are called vegetative birds. So these bird is consist of a short stem, right? So these are vegetative birds, it will give rise to a new plant. So again a new plant will grow from this. This is how rose will grow. Now let us see how potato grows. You know how potato grows or where you can find potato? You can find potato underground, right? If here is one plant of a potato, you have to take this whole plant out, here you will get a potato. So what is actually a potato? Potato, if you observe in microscope, it has a scar on it, or in magnifying glass also you can see potato have a eye, right? Actually, if you keep the potato for many days at your place, you may have seen this type of potatoes. I think many of you have seen this. So these are the eyes of potato, right? And from this a new potato plant can grow. Understood? Now bryophyllum is one leaf. From these leaf a new leaf is grow, right? It is one leaf, and over here one new leaf will grow from this. It is bryophyllum, right? In the margin of the leaf a new leaf will grow. Understood? Next is ginger. Ginger don't need a seed for reproduction. Ginger will just have a sprout from it. You can see this type of thing. If ginger is kept for many days at your place, you can see some small roots, right? So here it will grow and it will rise. Clear? So now let us highlight some part over here, right? So first of all, vegetative reproduction from stem. Vegetative reproduction means to grow, right? Or vegetative propagation, it means to grow without seed. So without seed means by stem, by root, by leaf, or by bird. By bird, what will grow? That is, by birds, rose will grow, right? That is, it will grow by a stem, right? Now, vegetative propagation by leaf is done by bryophyllum. Okay, so I may give you the list of it. Understood? So this is bryophyllum, as you have, as I've told you. Understood? Then it is ginger. It is also growing by vegetative propagation. Now roots also grow. That is, sweet potato and dahlia are roots, right? Carrot is also a root. So here, see, they have shown you a bryophyllum. So plant produced by vegetative propagation, they take very less time to grow. It doesn't need a more time to grow. In very small time it will grow. It will have a flower, it will have a fruit. New plant will grow like a exact copy. They don't change, right? But in sexual reproduction, the change occurs. Here no change will occur in asexual reproduction. Parent plant is same as a daughter plant. Always new plant grown is called as daughter plant, right? So in asexual reproduction, the same thing happens. Now the next part of asexual reproduction is budding. Now what do you mean by budding? See, if I tell you I have got one yeast, see for example this one. Now after few hours when you see, then these type of structure will grow. It is called as a bud. Now it will again grow, and after that when it is matured, it get detached out. It means it gets separate out from the mother yeast, and after that a new plant will grow. So simple. It is one thing. Here one thing will grow, and after that two, and again it will get cut. So budding, it means a new bud will grow, and after that it detach. Detach means separate out. The new yeast now will grow. Now see, this is small one. After that it will grow, again it will do the same thing. Again from that a small plant will come, it will become bigger. So the same thing continues. And the third type of asexual reproduction is fragmentation. Simple English meaning of fragmentation is cutting. Okay, fragment means to cut, right? So what happens? A best example is given by the figure over here. You can see. So what happens in these fragmentation? This is a large algae. Here it gets cut down into two parts, right? Algae is one organism which you will study in a higher standards. What is algae, fungi, protozoa? These are microorganisms which you will study in a higher standards, okay, in detail. So in fragmentation, two parts will occur with the help of water and nutrition available, right? Now this again, what will do? This will again grow bigger, it will again grow bigger. After that again it will come into two parts. So the same continues. And the last is spore formation. What do you mean by spore formation? You all have seen this, right? If there is a bread at your place, if it is capped, and many times bread gets like it gets a black spots on it, right? Sometimes. So these are the spores. So what are spores actually? See, on bread these type of structure will grow. It is called as hyphae. From hyphae, here sporangium will grow. Sporangium. Inside the sporangium there is one spores. Spores means it is like a seed only. You can consider it is like a small seeds. Actually it's not so, but at your level you can see it is like a small seeds. These will come down again will make a new sporangium, again come down, make a new sporangium. So like this way, from one it makes a million and millions of spores and germs. And after that, they do this only when favorable condition comes. Before favorable condition, they will sit as it is. When a favorable condition comes, they will burst it out, they will open it out, and they will make a spores to go everywhere. And again, from that many things will grow, right? So they survive for very long time. And example over here is moss and ferns. Now what are moss and ferns? These are plants which have a spore in it. You can see this is a moss, sorry, this is a fern. See over here, it is a small spore that is called as sori, sori. These will go down and again it will make a new plant. So this is about asexual reproduction, where four types we have to study. One is vegetative propagation, as you can see over here. The second one is budding, and third one is fragmentation, and fourth is spore formation.